All right. So today we are going to talk about sentences. All right. So under the sentences, we are going to discuss what is meant by sentence. And we are going to discuss what are the
different types of sentences.
parts of sentences.
Parts of sentence.
Under the parts of sentences. What
We
is
are going to discuss what are the types of sentences.
Type of sentences.
Yes. Right. And transformation of sentences. So these are the concepts we are discussing today. Right? So
Yes.
what is meant by a sentence and what are the types of sentences and what are the parts of sentences and what are the types of sentences, and then lastly we are going to talk about transformation of sentences. This is what the concept we are discussing today. Okay? Right. So now first, what is meant by a sentence?
what is mean by a sentence?
Sir, group of words.
Yes. Gopalji, tell me.
Which gives proper meaning.
Exactly. A group of words which gives complete meaning and proper meaning. Right? A sentence means a group of words with complete meaning.
What are the parts of
A group of words with complete meaning is called as sentences.
Yes.
All right. Now the second question. So what are the parts of a sentence? What are the parts of a sentence?
Sir, subject plus verb plus object, sir.
subject and predicate?
Yes.
Yesterday we learned, no?
Yes.
Yes.
So parts of the sentence. So there are two parts of the sentences. There are two parts in a sentence. They are subject and predicate. Subject and
Predicate.
predicate. Very good. So what is meant by subject? What is meant by subject?
Subject is the person
Exactly. Subject is the person.
or thing.
Right.
Person, place, or thing, sir.
That is noun. Right. So doer of an act.
Thereof.
Doer of an action, or
Yes.
a person who is doing the work is known as subject. Right? Now, what is meant by predicate?
The rest of the part of the sentence is called a predicate. Verb also. Verb and
Verb
subject.
plus,
Verb and object.
yes, rest of the sentence. Verb plus rest of the sentence or verb plus remaining sentence is known as predicate.
Predicate.
Right. Now the third question.
What are the types of
So what are the
sentences?
types of sentences?
Sentences. That I don't know.
4 types of sentences.
Yes, there are 4 types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. First one, assertive or declarative. Assertive or declarative. Second type, imperative.
Imperative.
Imperative sentences. Next, third type, interrogative.
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 Interrogative sentences.
And 4th, interrogative, negative.
Right. Fourth type is exclamatory.
Nice.
Exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence.
Exclamatory sentences. So actually these are the 4 types of sentences. If you talk about the sentences when we are talking about the writing skills. Okay. Of course, these are the 4 types we need to write and we need to speak. Right? Whenever we need to write or whenever we need to speak, in that case, we need these 4 types also. But for make it easy, I just have changed these 4 types into other 4 types. I just have modified these with another 4 types. Right? So today we are going to talk about another different types of 4 types. Right, alternatives for these 4 types we are practicing today. So
Transformation of sentences is not the transformation of sentences.
yes, ma'am. First we need to know the names. Then after we will go for transformation.
Okay.
Right. So assertive sentence or imperative sentence or interrogative sentence or exclamatory sentences. These are generally very useful for speaking and writing. Okay. But to make it very simpler to the audience, I just have renamed them as what is the first one?
Positive.
Positive sentences. Second one?
Negative sentences.
Yes. Negative sentences. The third one?
Positive, negative. Interrogative.
Nice.
Interrogative sentences. We are talking about the same sentences but with different names.
Yes.
And the last one?
Negative. Negative, interrogative. Yes.
Right, we are going to practice the same sentences but with different name. Positive sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and negative interrogative sentences. So if you talk about spoken English, wherever you speak, whatever you speak, most probably it will be in the form of positive or negative. Only 2 types, either positive sentence or negative sentence. Right? So for example, if you are giving the answer, it might be the positive or negative. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Positive, negative. If you want to make question, are you doing this or not? Yes or no.
Yes.
Right? Are you doing? Positive question. Negative question. Aren't you doing? Right? So whatever we speak, most probably in our day-to-day conversation, in our day-to-day life speech, we use only these 4 types. Positive, negative, interrogative, negative, interrogative. Right? So these are the 4 types we are going to practice now. Right. Now, the first one, positive sentences. So what is the first one? Positive sentences. What exactly mean by positive sentences first? What is mean by positive sentences?
Positive
Please mean by positive
sentences.
The word itself giving some information. Positive.
Yeah, it gives the concept of positive.
Very good. A sentence which gives the concept of positive, or the sentence which doesn't have any negative word. A sentence which is talking about the positivity of the action, or a sentence which doesn't has any negative word. A sentence which doesn't have any negative word, that sentence is known as positive sentence. All right? So simply, can you write it as without a negative word? A sentence without any negative word. Right? So a sentence without any negative word is known as positive sentence. First of all, we should know then what is meant by negative word, correct?
Yes. We should the negative.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
So what is negative word?
The word which gives negative concept.
Right.
The which gives negative concept is called negative word.
All right.
Not or
Exactly. So
I
a
don't
negative
like
word, yes, a negative word is nothing but not or
not.
no.
never.
Not or no. Very good. Not or no. Right? So not, no, don't, all these things. Not, no, don't, never. Right? So these are all negative words. Without any negative word, that sentence is known as positive sentence. Let me give you a few examples for this. Right. So the first one. He speaks English. All right. Next. He is speaking English.
Yes.
Right. Next. He has
Spoken.
spoken English. Very good. He has spoken English. Next.
He will.
He had
He has been
been
speaking English.
He had spoken. No.
Yes, he had spoken. Correct. Right.
Past perfect.
Yes, past perfect. So if you observe all these 4 examples, there is no negative word. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are only positive words. Let me arrange them all in one order. Right? So if you observe all these examples, there is no negative word. So he speaks English. Next, he is speaking English. He has spoken English. He has been speaking English. So if you observe all these 4 examples, there is no question of negative word. All right?
Yes.
But if it is negative sentence, there should be negative word. Any one of these, not or no. Are you able to find any negative word here?
No.
Yes.
Right. That's why we are calling it as positive sentence.
Positive
Because
sentence.
there is no negative word.
Yes.
Now, negative sentences.
He
Now
does
we are-
not speak. He does not speak English.
Exactly. So negative sentence in the sense there should be a negative word with a negative word.
Negative word.
Yes. Right. If a sentence with negative word, that is nothing but negative sentence. So we know what is negative word and all. Right. Now let's look at the examples.
He does not speak English.
Exactly. He
Does not.
does not or he doesn't.
Doesn't.
Right. So he doesn't or does not speak English. Right. Great. Next.
He is not speaking English.
Exactly. He isn't. He
He
is not
isn't.
or he isn't.
He's speaking English.
Yes, speaking English.
He hasn't spoken English.
He isn't speaking English. Great.
He has
Now-
not spoken.
Yes.
He has not spoken.
Very good. Great answer. He hasn't spoken English.
Present perfect, present perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise,
He hasn't spoken English. Great.
He has not been speaking English.
Exactly. He hasn't been.
so that is present perfect, that is different, present
Yes. So present perfect and present perfect continuous.
continuous, yeah.
Yes.
Continuous.
He hasn't been speaking English.
Continuous.
Right? He hasn't been speaking English. Right? So if you observe all these examples, there is no question of negative word. So only positive sentences. All are positive sentences. Correct?
It's all negative.
No, sir, these are negative, sir.
Negative. That
Right.
I thought, what is this?
Right?
Ah.
So these are all negative
Negative.
sentences.
Negative.
Okay, so the first part is completely about positive sentences. The next part is about completely negative sentences. Right. Now let's look at interrogative and negative interrogative. Right. Now, the third type. Interrogative. Right. Now, interrogative. Interrogative sentences. Okay. So now, what is meant by interrogative sentences?
Question.
Exactly.
Question form.
Interrogative sentence is nothing but questioning.
Questioning. Questioning.
Does he speak English?
Yes. Questioning or interrogation. Questioning or interrogation or inquiry.
Yes.
Questioning or interrogation or inquiry. Great. So now the examples. So to make the questions, we need to understand one particular point. Right?
Yes.
So to make a positive sentence to interrogative sentence, we need to replace only two words. What are the two words? We need to replace only two words. Those are nothing but helping verb and subject. We need to replace only two words, helping verb and subject. We need to replace the subject with helping verb. First, what is the subject here in all these examples?
He.
Very good. So he is the
Subject.
subject.
Yes.
Now we need to identify helping verb. What is the helping verb here in all these examples?
Speak.
No,
That is main verb.
I mean, is, has,
So
is,
is next
had,
has.
to,
So
has
these are
been.
helping verbs, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
helping,
But now
helping.
in the beginning, in the first sentence, there is no helping verb. Okay. So what we need to understand is, right. So
That's the
now,
main verb.
yeah. So whenever we are talking about the verb in the sense, a verb means, so here I'm writing, or otherwise here I will write. Okay.
Verb.
A verb means verb plus be form, right? Verb plus be form, or simply we can say do, or does, or did.
Did.
Okay. So if it is present tense, then it will be simple present tense, then it will be do or does.
Yes, yes.
If it is present continuous, it will be am, is, or. Right? If it is perfect tense, then it will be has or have or had. If it is future, then will or will be or will have or will have been. So like that, you can easily assume that whenever you are talking about a verb in a sense, there should be a be form. Right? In general, we can replace the be form with do. Right? Verb means verb plus do. Do means action. Correct?
Yes.
So if it is verb in the sense, verb plus do. Do in the sense acting, working, doing the work. Alright? So this is the concept we can understand.
Do is B form. Do is B form.
Yes,
Eh?
do form. Be forms, do forms, have forms are there.
Okay.
Right? It's a do form.
Do form.
Yes. So if you are talking about a verb in a sense, verb is nothing but do. Verb means doing. Like that. Right? So we need to assume that a do already included in the verb. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So if you want to replace the subject with helping verb, here we need to understand one concept, that the do form has been there. The do form has been included. Correct? So if it is the case, then how it should be? Speak plus does. Speak plus does. So
Because
now we are
singular
going to, yes. So speak plus does. Now we are going to replace the subject with helping verb. So what is the helping verb here? Does.
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 So we are writing helping verb first, and now we are writing the subject next. Okay. So if you observe the last one, you can easily understand that. So helping verb is going to the first place. Subject is coming to the next place. Okay, this is the way how you're supposed to make interrogative sentences. Let me give the examples. You can easily understand that. So for example, he
Yes.
speaks English. So first bring out the helping verb. So what is the helping verb here? Does.
Does.
Right? Plus, what is the
Singular.
subject here? He. Okay, so we
Does
brought
he?
helping verb first, and then we placed subject. Now, What is the main verb here?
Speak.
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 Yes. Now object.
Object. English.
Right? So it is an interrogator. That's why we need to add question mark.
Yes.
Simple?
Yes.
All right. Now,
Sir, one doubt is coming.
yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Doesn't he speak English? Same meaning, no?
Sorry?
Doesn't he speak English?
Negative. So
Same,
does he,
same
yeah,
meaning.
yes, meaning is same but negative. So does he speak English? Does he speak English in the sense? So we are questioning that whether he is able to speak English or not.
Yeah.
Right? So doesn't he means, so we are suspecting, can he speak English?
Yeah.
Like
Like
that.
that.
Right. So now, so does he speak English? What is the second one? He is speaking English. Now replace subject with helping verb.
Is he?
Is
Is
he
he?
speaking?
Yes.
Is he speaking?
He is speaking English.
Helping
Right.
verb first.
Yes. So questioning in the
Helping
sense,
verb.
helping verb should come first.
First, yeah.
Right. Next.
Has he spoken English?
Very good. Has he spoken English? Has he spoken English? Right. We should pronounce it as has he, not has he. Has he spoken English?
Has he?
Has he? Has
Yes.
he?
Has he? Has he?
Has he.
Fast.
Has he.
So try
Yeah.
to mix the two words. Try to mix the two words.
Good,
Has he
good,
spoken
good.
English?
Good.
Is he speaking English? Like that.
Is he speaking English?
Yes. Next, the last one.
Last one.
Yeah.
Has he been speaking English?
Very
Yes.
good. Has he been
Speaking English?
exactly speaking English? Has he been speaking English? Right. So here we are just replacing the subject and helping verb. We don't need to bother about the rest of the words.
Yes.
Right. So it is an interrogative sentence. That's why we should add question mark at the end of the sentence everywhere. Okay.
Yes.
So questioning or interrogation or inquiry is nothing but with a question mark. So it's a blind mark we can easily identify. If there is a question mark in the sentence, in the sense, that is nothing but interrogative sentence. Simply. Right. Now, negative interrogative sentences.
Doesn't he speak English? Doesn't he speak English?
Yes. Negative interrogative sentences. So negative interrogative is nothing but with negative word. Same questioning format, but with negative word.
Negative helping verb. You know.
Yeah. Right. So it is the same as questioning with negative word. Similarly, so questioning, again questioning, but with negative word.
Negative word.
Yes. So negative word is nothing but not, simply.
It is helping verb only.
Yes, helping verb only. We just need to add negative word to the helping verb.
Helping
So
verb.
how we have done here, the similar way you can replace them. So what is the subject here?
He.
As usual, he.
He.
Right? So now helping verb.
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
Doesn't. Next, isn't. Next, hasn't. Next, hasn't.
Hasn't.
So we need to just replace the subject with helping verb. Simply replace the subject and helping verb.
Correct pronunciation, doesn't or doesn't?
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
Yes. He doesn't speak English. Right. So now, so we just need to replace the subject with helping verb. So what is the helping verb here?
Doesn't.
Doesn't, right? So doesn't he?
Speak English.
Yes. Doesn't he speak English? Simple, correct? Now, second one. Isn't.
Isn't.
Isn't he
Isn't.
speaking English?
Right. Isn't he speaking English? Speaking. Isn't he speaking English? Right? Isn't he speaking English? Next, third one.
Hasn't.
Exactly.
Hasn't.
Hasn't he spoke English?
Hasn't he spoken English?
Yes. Hasn't he spoken English? Don't get confused. Hasn't he spoken English?
Hasn't he been?
Yes.
Hasn't he been speaking
Exactly.
English?
Hasn't he been speaking English? Hasn't he been speaking English? Right? So doesn't he speak English? Isn't he speaking English? Hasn't he spoken English? Hasn't he been speaking English? So these are the 4 types of sentences we need to understand thoroughly. Right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Any doubts?
No.
Sir,
Huh.
4 types of sentences, sir.
Yes.
Currently ask Gona.
What is the difference in all the 4 sentences, sir?
Right. So, positive. He speaks
No.
English. I'll give you the
Negative.
difference between the
Yes,
4, among the 4 sentences. I'll give you the difference. So the first one, he
Yes.
speak English in the sense you are telling that he can speak English.
Yes.
You are telling your friend can speak English,
Yes.
right? So negative.
Yeah.
When you
Yes.
come to the negative, he doesn't speak English. So you
Yes.
are telling that your friend is not able to speak English. So first case, you are telling that he is able to speak English. Here,
Yes.
you are saying that he is not able to speak,
Yes.
right? So questioning,
Yes.
interrogation.
Yes.
Now you are questioning your friend. Is he speak English? Does he speak English in the sense you are questioning? For example,
Yes.
you are questioning to the next person. For example, you are asking me about Usha ma'am. Is she speak English? Does she speak English? Right? So does she speak English in the sense you are questioning me about the third person.
Yes.
One asking the next person about the third person.
Yes.
Okay, Rajkumar ji is asking me about Gopal ji or Usha ma'am that whether they are able to speak English or not. So you are asking in the positive way. Do they speak English? Positive way. Negative.
Yes.
Don't they speak English? Don't they speak English? So you are already you know that they are not able to speak English. That's why you are asking them.
Yes.
Don't they speak English? Okay. I will do.
Yes.
I'm not able to do. Positive, negative. I'm able to do. I'm not able to do. Positive, negative. Am I able to do? Questioning yourself. Am I able to do? Right? Negative interrogative. Am I not able to do? Am I not is nothing but aren't I? Aren't I able to do? Which means you are confessing that you are capable, but someone is suspecting you. That's why you are giving your answer. Aren't I able to give? Like that. Okay, clear the
Yes.
difference between one another?
Yes.
One doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
This relative, aren't they able to, that also correct, no, aren't.
Yes, all are correct.
Aren't they able to, means doubt is coming, no?
No, let
Doubt
me
is
tell
coming
you.
in that.
Yes, we are suspecting. So questioning and suspecting.
Perspective.
Yes. So are you able to speak English? So simply
Yes,
asking. Yes. So
Simply
simply
asking.
asking the question.
No
Aren't you
suspicion.
able? Aren't you able to speak English? Right? Criticizing. A little bit criticism. Right? So can you do it? Can't you do it? Can you do it in the sense you are asking positive way?
Also,
Can't you do it? Can't you do that? Like that.
Can't they do it?
Like that. Very good. Same.
Can't means suspicion.
Yes. So if they are not able to do that, we are asking, can they? Can't they? Right? This is the simple difference between all four types. Is it clear?
Yes. It is better, positive way asking better, no?